Salam alaikum, which means hello in Moroccan Arabic. It is March 26th, and right now it's 12:39 p.m. And today marks the second full day in Rabat, Morocco. We arrived Sunday afternoon, and so far I'm enjoying it very much here. I love Switzerland, but I miss the sun, and it's nice to also see the color of the sky and be outside with only one layer of clothes on. So when we arrived to the airport, we rode a bus to the Medina in Rabat, and we gathered in the Cross-Cultural Learning Center, where we had a lecture on homestay life, which included a tutorial on how to use a Turkish toilet, which is very fascinating. We'll talk more about it in a sec. There's 2 students per family in Rabat, and I'm staying with my friend Elizabeth. She's from Washington University, and we were really nervous about meeting our family at first. But when we met them, they were really sweet, really nice. We gave them a few kisses on the cheek, and we walked to the house, which was really confusing. First of all, it was raining, so we couldn't really see where we were going, and the street they all look very similar. So we made a lot of turns to the house, and we couldn't really, hello. We didn't really know where we were going, but we know how to get to and from the Cross-Cultural Learning Center now, which is great. So when we got to the house, we were led into a room where we watched TV for an hour or so. We weren't sure what was going on, but sooner or later everyone joined us, and we had like a pre-dinner snack. We had bread with butter, jam and cheese, and some really good coffee. So far it's been a little difficult to communicate with the family. They speak Moroccan Arabic and just a little bit of French, so there's a huge language barrier. We can't really conversate with them very well, but they've been really polite and very understanding about our situation. There's this little boy who's really adorable, and he could be really sweet sometimes, but he's a huge troublemaker, and he can be really aggressive. Yeah, there was this one incident where we had a knife to cut our bread, and he thought it was a toy, and so he picked it up and was waving it around, and everyone was a little fearful of their safety. And the mom, he finally handed it over to the mom, but he cut the mom on her hand. So that was that was slightly terrifying. So far, he's just been a huge ball of energy, and I think he doesn't have any malicious intent, but we're not really sure for now. I guess we'll find out. I describe him as a Sour Patch Kid. Elizabeth would say he's more like the Omen Child, if I'm correct. But anyway, the family's nice. And the food is also awesome. We've been very fortunate to have a lot of delicious Moroccan dishes. I don't know what they're called, and I haven't had the courage to take photos of them so far, but I might, just so I could keep something. Or anyway, my only complaint about the food is that they've been serving us this really weird couscous soup, cream of wheat like texture. It looks like oatmeal, and the texture is like oatmeal, but it tastes really bad, and I haven't been able to put my finger on what it tastes like, but it kind of seems like this weird cheese, alcohol, vinegary taste, and it's so nasty. And they've been serving it for us for every meal. And the only time I'm able to keep it down is when I put lots of sugar and milk. Yesterday, for our pre-dinner snack, they served it for us with I think it was oil or vinegar, I'm not sure, so the taste was even stronger. And it was the first time that I felt like an impolite guest, because I just couldn't eat it, but Elizabeth was able to, so I commend her for that.
And weeping in the corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she says she's weeping in the corner right now. What else? The living situation's different. We were in this room, and I'll kind of show you. This is the room we sleep in. It's sort of transformed into the um, bed area. This little couch here. We removed the pillows and we put some sheets. In. It's a small room. 3 people sleep in here. We have a host sister who's pretty cool, and she sleeps where I'm sitting right now. And that's Elizabeth. Howdy, howdy. uh-huh. So about the Turkish toilet, it's a hole in the ground, and basically you have a spot for your feet, and then here's the hole. It's behind the foot placement, and you have to squat down to use it. And when you're done, you fill up a bucket of water, and you pour the water into the hole. So everything kind of just goes down the pipe. And I haven't had any problems with it so far. I actually think that it makes more sense. Moroccans say that, or the Moroccans who use this Turkish toilet say that it's cleaner than a Western toilet because your body doesn't touch anything. That hasn't been a problem. This morning, though, for our shower, it's in the same room. You put like this little stool next to the hole, and you have a bucket full of water, and you take another little bucket, and you pour water. You pour water on yourself, and then you kind of push the water into the hole. Like any of the water that's not getting into this hole, you kind of just like push it so it goes down. And it was they have heated water, but it's still pretty cold. So this morning it was pretty chilly. Lectures here have been fine. We've had several on health systems in Morocco and history of Morocco, so it was interesting. That was the lectures we had yesterday. This morning we went to the building for the National Council for Human Rights, and we met with a professor of constitutional law at a university, and he's also the legal advisor for the National Council for Human Rights. And it was really interesting. He just talked about some of the projects that the council's working on, how it operates, and all that general information. And we got to ask him a lot of questions, so it was good. The building itself is beautiful. From what I understood, it was constructed in the 1830s, and they share that building with the court in Rabat. So it was nice. We haven't really been able to explore Rabat that much, but we did go out last night. Our host sister and her friend took Elizabeth and I around, and we walked around the Medinas. And it was really, really busy. I mean, all the shops and everything are open in the daytime, but at night, all the shops that were there in the daytime are still open. There have even more shops that are on the streets. So the streets were so crowded with people and shops and lots of really cool items that you could buy. So far, Elizabeth and I haven't bought anything, but we're hoping to get some scarves and I don't know what something else that we could find.
Argan oil.
And Moroccan oil.
Argan oil.
Argan oil. Yeah. No, there are lots of cool stuff. I hope I don't. I'm hoping not to spend too much money, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, that's pretty much all that we've done so far. So I'll be. I don't know when I will be able to post this video, but hopefully within the next week. I know I'm going to do another one soon. I'm going to try to do another one soon. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Hope everyone at home is doing well. I miss you all, and I will talk to you all very soon.